quick review on the on my miter saw. A Makita brushless, 218-volt batteries, and this is the model number. As you can see it. So I'm just gonna go over real quick on a few things that I like about the saw that may help you decide whether this is the right saw for you. So right out of the box, it's perfect. Square, ready to cut, and the only thing that I probably had to do was put the dust collection bag on, and I think the handle maybe. Handle wasn't on, I'm not sure. But yeah, some of the things I like. But besides the accuracy of the saw, one of the things I do like is, let me see right here. It's the locking mechanism. So right now it's on 0. So if you do a whatever cut, if you go to 45 and you lock it, make your cut, you don't even have to think about it. You just put it and it's already on 0. It's ready to cut. You don't have to worry about making sure that it's on there. It's just perfect. Perfectly dialed in right from the box. So you make a cut 15 degrees, drop it, lock it. You don't even have to look at it. So that's one of the things I do like. And if you want to offset it, there is a button right back here that you have to press in order to go past the 0, and it will offset it for you by 5 degrees. So once you make your cut, and you want it back to 0, just lift it and it's at 0. And this locking mechanism here, so far it seems really good. I really don't have to put that much pressure to tighten it up and make the cut. So it's down to loose and up to tighten. So we come to the front here. One of the other things I like about this saw that not a lot of other saws that I've seen have it, and it's the handle. So whether you're a lefty or a righty, this saw will definitely work, and it should be comfortable for a left-hand person. If you're making a cut, you should be able to make it. Most other saws have handle up here, so your arm's gonna be like this. But on this saw here, if you're making a cut, perfect if you're a lefty. So I found myself a lot of times cutting pieces like this, whereas before, since the handle was so awkward, I'd be like this. So what else? The rail, the locking mechanism, but the angles are perfect. Are like, once you lock it in place, you don't really have to. I don't mind this knob here. This knob here, I just turn it a little bit, but the saw itself, once it's in that once it's locked, it's not going anywhere. It's so accurate that way. And if you move it out, tighten it maybe a quarter of a turn, and it's good to go. So 45, yeah, a little past 45 over here. Over here we have 50. 57, maybe a little more. But it goes up to 55 down the number a little more. And over here, yeah. So, yeah, the locking mechanism seems good. It's plastic. How long will it hold? I'm not sure. But so far it seems really good, really accurate. Right out of the box, like I said, making perfect cuts. It's just a piece of casing, I guess. So, and before we make this cut, one of the other things that that I like is this dust collection. It works so well that it controls the dust really well, and makes for less cleanup. Most of all the dust goes in here. So this is pretty good. I like this bag. It works really well. Like I said, it collects a lot of dust. I don't know if this rubber trim here that they have here has anything to do with it, but collects the dust really well. So yeah, I'll make a cut real quick just so you could hear it, feel it. It's a 7.5 inch, 7.5 inch blade on there. I know. If you're looking for something light that's accurate, I highly recommend this saw. I know that there's a few people complaining about the the locks here. So you have one there for the rail, top rail, and then one for the bottom, the beat right there. Hidden almost, which to me that doesn't really bother me, because just a little pinch, little turn of the knob, and it's locked. You don't have to go fit your hand in there and like crazy tighten it. You just a little turn. Same here, little turn will do. I mean, saws, you're not going to be banging the saw around. That's how your saws end up not cutting accurately when you bang them around. So this little locking mechanism down here doesn't really bother me. What else? It's got a little battery indicator on here on the saw itself, even though the batteries themselves have one, but since you're putting it in like this, it'd be hard to see. So that was a good planning from Makita of incorporating battery meter because it's down here for the batteries. So it's good planning. The clearance for the saw, let me see. Just so you can see the clearance. Like if you're planning to cut something, you know, you kind of can see the housing for the motor, you know, comes down to about 2 inches from the table, but the motor itself, it's a little higher, comes up, and obviously on the back side here, where you'll probably have some of the work right there, so you can see about 3 inches there to this part right here. So not much work underneath, not much clearance, you know. Alright, so one of the things that I don't like is the bevel. You can only bevel one way. You can only bevel to your left. You know, I think all my saws that I've had so far that I've used have only beveled one way, so it's not that big of a deal. Just flip the material around, but that's something to consider, I guess. So yeah, right out of the box, ready to cut. You know, I just threw the batteries on the bag, and it was ready to go. And the cuts, like I said, perfect. The blade that it comes with, it's still cutting pretty good after a whole bunch of cuts. Yeah, this is the gear. So another cool little feature of the saw is they have a little diagram here for crown molding. So if you don't know, you know, how to cut it, it's basically telling you right here. Crown and cove moldings, how to cut it flat. So it's another cool little feature. The removal of the blade was pretty simple. I mean, I don't really care too much about the removal part. Basically, I have an Allen right there, locking mechanism right here. So one of the best things that I like so far about this is that I don't have to pull a cord anywhere. I could just set this up and I'm ready to go all the time. So yeah, it's something to consider.